Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Johnny Rogers with the History of Rock and Roll is coming to the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday, February 1st from 6 to 8 p.m., featuring the music of Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Richie Valens, The Big Bopper, Ricky Nelson, the Everly Brothers, and so much more. Tickets are $30, which you can purchase at the door or online at watchyouraoperahouse.org. Come and see Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Johnny Rogers this Saturday, February 1st at the Watch Your Opera House.
Hi, I'm Brenda Pape, owner of the Unique Salon here in Oskaloosa, Iowa, and we are hiring a hairstylist. This station could be yours if you're interested in the job here at the Unique Salon. We have openings for a commission-based stylist or even a rental stylist. So if you're interested, please get back to me at the Unique Salon, 673-4969. Thank you.
Looking for something to do this Friday night? Come see Cody Hicks with an acoustic show live at the Keswick Tavern, 117 South Irons in Keswick. It's this Friday, January 31st from 8 to 11 p.m. Plus, there's no cover charge. You're going to hear all your favorite tunes acoustic style with Iowa's Cody Hicks this Friday from 8 to 11 at the Keswick Tavern, now under new ownership with Ike Schmidt. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
And here we are on a Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Time for the morning wake up on Steve Shedler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Maybe you're listening later on in podcast form, wherever you get your podcasts. We do thank all of our sponsors for being on board here on Steve Shedler Media. Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up, where savings are made simple. Go to shopbrothersmarket.com. Download the Brothers Market app, for digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and so much more. It's a smart way to shop. Brothers Market in Sigourney, sponsoring our morning wake up. We are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios, and you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster, 673-4845. They're accepting new patients. going to file your insurance forms for you. And Oski Dental, a Delta dental provider. Find Oski Dental at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Let's jump into our forecast. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Well, might get kind of rainy here over the next 24 hours or so. A 40% chance of some rain today, mainly after 3 p.m. You know, it is pretty amazing how little precipitation we have gotten this winter here in southeast Iowa. So some welcome rain, some needed rain here in southeast Iowa. Again, mainly after 3 p.m., increasing clouds and a high of 49. Winds could gust up to about 20 miles per hour. Tonight, rain, mainly after 7 p.m., 90% chance, a low of 36, so we should stay above that freezing level for tonight. More rain tomorrow, basically before noon, and then gradually clearing off, a high of 47. North winds around 20 miles per hour with some gusts. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 27, and then cloudy on Saturday and breezy with a high of 45. Current conditions in southeast Iowa, humidity at 75%. Winds are east at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.90, dew point 21. And according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have 28 degrees currently in Sigourney, Iowa. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. You know, they've got all the flowers you need, jewelry, home decor, sympathy gifts, something for everyone. They can get you hooked up for what you need for Valentine's Day. They've been proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 plus years. We thank the Garden Gate in Sigourney. This or That, it goes up at 6 a.m. each weekday on Steve Shuttler Media Facebook, and it's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. And our This or That today is New York or L.A. I have not been to either. You know, I'm not much of a traveler. I very much prefer just to stay home and stay in the routine of things. That's just my personality. So I haven't been to New York and I haven't been to LA. So I don't know. I'm sitting this one out since I'm really not much of a traveler. So I have no preference and I'm not really a big fan of big cities. So I prefer rural Iowa. So This or That, that is what we got going on today. Make your comments known and let your opinions be known in the comments on that Facebook post. It goes up every weekday at 6 a.m. Our question of the day is sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, located at 202 North Main in Sigourney. This goes up at noon every weekday on my Facebook page. What song makes you turn up the volume? Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. What song makes you turn up the volume? I am going to say any Metallica song. Dun, dun, dun. What song makes you turn up the volume? Something that makes you feel good when you're maybe driving down the road. So that is your question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Goes up at noon. Let's take a peek at our tournament, which is brought to us by Savage Energy. For the Fun of It tournament, we're crowning the top country star of 2024. And again, it's brought to us by Savage Energy, located at 108 East Washington Street, Sigourney. That is going to be opening up officially on Saturday, February 15th. Put that date on your calendar to try out Savage Energy on their opening date. So our matchup right now, this is a semifinal matchup with the winner going against Cody Johnson. We've got Lainey Wilson going against Keith Urban. Thumbs up for Lainey, heart for Keith. Now, it seems like anytime you turn on like country radio anymore, it's either a Lainey Wilson song, a Jelly Roll song, maybe a Luke Combs song. You know, Cody Johnson, obviously a huge name right now. But Lainey Wilson, it's not surprising if you turn the radio on and you hear a Lainey Wilson song. So Lainey currently has the lead with the thumbs up against Keith Urban. We'll see if Lainey can maintain that until 6 p.m. this evening. Let's take a look at the brackets. As I mentioned, Cody Johnson awaits the winner of this matchup in the finals. So it'll either be Cody, Lainey, or Keith as our winner of this tournament. So again, get your votes in right now for Lainey or Keith. Winner goes on to the finals. That finals matchup will start voting at 6 p.m. this evening. So right now it's Laney versus Keith. We'll see what happens in our tournament. Let's take a look at our basketball schedule. As coming up tomorrow night, we've got 4 regular season games left before we get into the postseason. And Pekin takes on Highland tomorrow night. Tune in for that doubleheader. We'll have the girls starting right around 6 and the boys game to follow. So tomorrow night, Pekin basketball. Next week, we've got Sigourney at Iowa Valley on Tuesday night and Pekin at English Valleys on Thursday night. So some basketball coming up here over the next couple of weeks. Let's take a peek at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. Weddings, graduations, reunions, so much more. Whatever you have for an event and you want to book it, you need a place to have your event, book it at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. They sponsor our community calendar. On the calendar, we've got Puzzle Palooza. This is sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Sigourney. And, of course, the Kiwanis do a bunch of great things around our area. So we've got Puzzle Palooza. If you like putting puzzles together, you want to put a team together, you can do that. That'll be held at Grant Ranch on Saturday, March 8th. Get a hold of them for more details. As you've been seeing the commercial here on Steve Shetler Media this week, we've got Johnny Rogers with the History of Rock and Roll coming to the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Johnny is an Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, doing all the classic stuff like Elvis, Roy Orbison, Jerry Lee Lewis, Chuck Berry. Wonder if he'll sing the Ding-a-ling song. That'd be interesting. Anyway. Johnny Rogers, Watch Your Opera House this Saturday. And then also on the calendar, keep in mind, if you don't have plans for Valentine's Day, Valentine's Dinner fundraiser being put on by the 4-H kids in Keokuk County. Get more information on that with the Iowa State University Extension. That's going on. Some stuff on our community calendar. Coming up later on this week, tomorrow, in fact, Corey Waller and the Wicked Things are going to be at Barnwired in Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase. They are coming through town. They don't get this way very often. So if you guys in Southeast Iowa have been waiting, maybe you've been hearing the buzz the last few years on Corey Waller and the Wicked Things, tomorrow is your opportunity to see these guys live. Again, they don't make it to Southeast Iowa. Like, I don't remember them ever getting down here. They're more around kind of north central, northwestern Iowa area. I mean, they play around quite a bit around the state, but Southeast Iowa just doesn't bring them in. So this is a rare opportunity to see these guys, and they are great. Corey Waller and the Wicked Things tomorrow live at Barnwired for our Iowa Music Showcase. Be there live and in person if you'd like. Maybe get yourself a table. Get there early, get yourself a table, and check these guys out. It's going to be good. Corey Waller and the Wicked Things. Be there live. Watch it live here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, or, of course, we'll put it up in podcast form after the fact. But, yeah, this is I'm calling this a special thing. You want to check out Corey Waller and the Wicked Things tomorrow at Barnwired in Sigourney, 11:30 to noon. We do it every Friday, 11:30 to noon at Barnwired. Then we're back there at Barnwired on Saturday morning, the sports section. Coming up Saturday morning, 8 a.m., we'll be live at Barnwired, get some breakfast, get some coffee, check out the show in person, maybe watch it live here on Facebook, YouTube, or listen to it in podcast form. Actually, it's funny because just doing the podcast here for the last month or so, the sports section always brings in the biggest weekly numbers as far as what gets listened to in the podcast form of things. The sports section always is the top listened program each week. So, however you want to consume the sports section, do it. We are live from Barnwired Saturday. We're going to have the Sigourney Youth Soccer this Saturday. We've got the Sigourney Boys Basketball team this Saturday. Still working to confirm a third guest, which I seem to always be doing at this time of the week. But we'll do it. We'll have some great folks, great athletes and coaches coming up Saturday morning for the sports section. Let's go ahead and do some birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you and you and you. Birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your broker, owner, realtor. Find more info, see what listings she has, hometown-re.com. Couple of area birthdays, hometown birthdays today. Andy Thomas has a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Andy. And then Ralph Bright. If you know Ralph, you know a really nice guy. Ralph, the story of Ralph and I goes back. It goes back about 30-some years. Back when I got into radio, Ralph Bright worked over at the radio station in Oskaloosa. He was the morning guy there. And just a really nice, helpful guy that started off. And now he works for kind of that Tassel Ridge Winery Interpower group in Oskaloosa. Has been there for several years now. So happy birthday to Ralph and Andy on our hometown birthdays. Celebrity side of things, we've got actor Gene Hackman. Boy, Gene is 95. Getting up there. Of course, you best know him as the coach from the movie Hoosiers. If you've never seen Hoosiers, great basketball movie from back in the day. Hoosiers, Gene Hackman, 95 years old. Wow. Actress Vanessa Redgrave is 88. Got former Vice President Dick Cheney turning 84. Singer Phil Collins, of course, from Genesis originally, and then went on, of course, to have a fantastic solo career. Phil Collins is 74. We've got actress-comedian Brett Butler turning 67. Basketball's Jalen Rose is 52. Of course, he had a nice, long NBA career before that. He's part of the Fab Five at Michigan way back when. Jalen Rose, 52 years old. Christian Bale, the actor, is 51. He was Batman for several years. Christian Bale, 51. I never understood why Batman talked like that when it was Christian Bale. Why did he talk like this? And then WWE's Becky Lynch is 38. Now, I know she took quite a break. I don't know if she's back. I don't watch wrestling all that much. I'm a big wrestling fan, but I just haven't seen much here in quite a while. But Becky Lynch, wrestling. She's from wrestling. She's 38 years old. Those are your birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate in Sigourney. How you doing on this Thursday, January 30th? Let's see here. On this date in history, 1933, The Lone Ranger, debuting on radio. Started off as a radio show back when they did radio theater. Radio theater is so cool because you have to come up with all the sound effects. Your timing has to be just right. Yeah, they don't do it anymore. But radio back in the day had some really cool things like theater. So Lone Ranger debuting 1933 on the radio. Was that it? I thought I had something else on this date in history. Did I? Nope. I guess that was it. Not much happening on this date in history. Today on the National Day calendar is National Plan for Vacation Day. I swear we just had that one recently. And it's also National Croissant Day. I'll have a croissant, a croissant. Those are your days to celebrate today. All right, we're already to the point where we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break. We'll hear from some of our sponsors, like our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Sweethearts Rosé from Tassel Ridge Winery is the perfect gift for your Valentine. This sweet rosé offers strawberry and candied fruit aromas and juicy, ripe fruit flavors, and it's packaged in a 500 milliliter heart-shaped bottle with a clear Valentine's label. Sweethearts Rosé is a unique, classy Valentine's gift that will be appreciated by anyone who likes a sweet rosé. Sweethearts Rosé is available in very limited quantities and only at Tassel Ridge Winery.
when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headliner on the Morning Wake Up. And we are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Hope you're off to a good start on this Thursday. As we're doing this live video this morning, it's 27 degrees here in Sigourney, looking for some rain later on. Let's do some things you need to know. That is not what I'm trying to say. Here we go. Instead of a drum roll, we'll have our things to need to know music. Whoa. And some things you need to know. Have you heard about this? 554-pound rapper is suing Lyft after a Detroit driver refused to allow the 554-pounder to get into his car. He told her that the low-profile tires on his vehicle couldn't handle her weight. And now the rapper, Dank DeMoss, says that she was humiliated, trying to make some noise. But you weigh 554 pounds. And yeah, the make of the car, the way the tires, wasn't going to work. Lose some weight. You got to lose some weight for your own health. Lose some weight. And get off the guy's case for not giving you a ride. How about other things you need to know? Smallville star Tom Welling arrested for DUI in California. Now, I've never seen Smallville. I don't know who Tom is, but best of luck to him. How about Timothée Chalamet? He gained 20 pounds to play the character of Bob Dylan in the movie A Complete Unknown that is out there in theaters right now. So Timothée Chalamet doing what he can. Method acting, gaining 20 pounds for that role. Timothy's a skinny guy. Let's see here. Yesterday being the Lunar or Chinese New Year. It's now the year of the snake, the slithering snake for the new year, Lunar New Year. The Trump administration is offering buyouts to about 2 million federal employees. They want to downsize the government, get rid of some people that aren't needed. Those people have to decide if they're going to take the offer by next Thursday. So smaller government is a good thing. How about this? The Jonestown Flood Museum in Pennsylvania which commemorates the 1889 catastrophe that killed over 2,000 people, is temporarily closed. You know why the Jonestown Flood Museum is closed temporarily in Pennsylvania? It's because of flooding. Yeah. Other stuff, the UK's Royal Navy in the UK recently launched a frantic search off of their coast. They picked up some mysterious sounds in the ocean, which they thought was coming from a Russian submarine. Turns out it was literally what they were hearing, the sounds of a whale farting in the ocean. You should have heard Neil Crott yesterday in here, man. Let's see here. Have you heard of the term rucking? You know, when you put like a heavy backpack full of stuff on your back, you know, the military does it. And they go out and they basically march, and it's very rigorous, hard training. Guy Fieri, I think he just recently celebrated a birthday. Guy Fieri, the guy that eats a lot of food, has the blonde, spiky hair, has cookbooks and TV shows. Guy Fieri claiming that he has dropped 30 pounds by rucking. So if you want to lose some weight, take it from Guy and put on a heavy backpack and go walking around. Let's see here. Jason Kelce, he is in a tough spot when it comes to this year's Super Bowl. His former team, the Philadelphia Eagles, is going against his brother's team, the Kansas City Chiefs. So who will Jason be cheering for? We'll find out. Speaking of that Super Bowl, Fox has sold out when it comes to its Super Bowl commercials. Most of the expensive ones going for about $8 million. $8 million for a commercial in the Super Bowl. You won't be seeing any Steve Shetler Media commercials in the Super Bowl. I don't have $8 million. One of those Super Bowl commercials is going to feature Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. Last I saw Meg Ryan, her face was like from all the plastic surgery. But Billy and Meg returning to the New York deli for that famous scene from the movie When Harry Met Sally for a Hellman's mayonnaise commercial. You'll see that in the Super Bowl. Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy, a guy with a lot of common sense, which is what we need these days. Tony Dungy said to be considering a run for a seat on the Michigan State Senate. We'll see if that happens or not. And then no word yet, back to the Super Bowl. No word on this yet, or where it could possibly be, but there is talk, there are rumors that the NFL could be making the Super Bowl an international event, as in holding it somewhere outside of the U.S. That's blasphemy. You don't hold the Super Bowl out of the country. It's ridiculous. Why would you ever do that? That is just stupid. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh, also that Fire Aid concert scheduled for tonight, taking place in a couple of different locations, the Intuit Dome and the Kia Forum in California. They're expecting to raise about $60 million from concert tickets and sponsorships. You can watch it in a variety of ways: Apple TV, Max, Paramount, Prime Video, YouTube, select AMC theater locations. It's got an all-star lineup of musicians. Check that out if you want to help the folks that were affected by those fires in California. Fire Aid. As I said before, couldn't they have come up with a better name for the concert? Fire Aid. Okay. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question: what percent of Americans are worried that their homes are not clean? What do you think? What percentage of Americans are currently worried right now that their homes are not clean? Take a guess at that. Let's take a look at the comments. Bubby, Dan, Patrick, Sandy, Pat, Sherry, Dixie, Tamra, Nancy, good morning to all of you. Isn't it funny? I say this a lot, but it's funny in the comments how the two Sherrys that always pop up in the comments generally are back-to-back. Are they the same person? Sherry Westendorf, Sherry Clark. Seemingly always back-to-back in the comments. Interesting. Impossible question. What percentage of Americans are worried that their homes are not clean? It is 84%. 84% of people are worried that their homes are not clean. I don't know what standards, they're holding that up to, but 84% of us worried that our house isn't clean. Let's go to the weird.
That is weird.
In the weird, PETA and Punxsutawney Phil in the news as the Groundhog Club, the Punxsutawney Phil Groundhog Club, has received a unique proposal from PETA. The animal rights organization has offered to provide a vegan weather reveal cake each Groundhog Day if the club agrees to retire Punxsutawney Phil. The cake, which is a nod to, like popular gender reveals, would reveal a color inside, like blue for 6 more weeks of winter or pink for an early spring. We'll see if PETA gets their way and helps out that poor, abused groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil. Let's go to the air. In a heartbreaking turn of events, 55-year-old experienced skydiver with over 265 jumps lost his life in a parachuting accident in Arizona. Despite the parachute fully deploying as designed, eyewitnesses reported that the canopy was turning and no corrective action appeared to be taken before impact. Ooh, thud. So that's nasty. An experienced skydiver, dying from a skydiving accident. Let's go to COVID. The scientist who worked at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, was initially named in early reports as the first known case of COVID back in late 2019. Yet, instead of offering transparency, Chinese officials quickly scrubbed this scientist's name, her name from the records, dismissed claims of her illness, and insisted that she was okay without providing any actual proof. Now, a brief message allegedly from her surfaced online stating that she was alive and dismissing the rumors, but she has not been seen or heard from since, and her name has been erased from the Institute's website. Patient 0. Can't find her. You know they killed her. You know they did her in. They didn't want the truth to get out. China. Let's go to some crocodiles. Mate, you crocodile Dundee. In a scene straight out of a low-budget sci-fi movie, locals in India, Gujarat, India, were shocked when what appeared to be a simple crack in the sidewalk turned out to be a hub for some crocodiles. As workers attempted to deal with one crocodile that was under the pavement, 2 more were also in there as well, emerging from the broken pavement like it was just another day in the city. So, India, a crack in the pavement turning out to be the house for 3 different crocodiles. That's pretty crazy. This is nasty. 27-year-old man brutally assaulting an 8-week-old. Again, a 27-year-old man assaulting an 8-week-old premature baby, leaving the baby with lifelong disabilities. And this person then, after doing this, casually ate a McDonald's meal while Googling online, quote, "If baby hits its head, does the baby sleep a lot?" That's what they searched for after assaulting the 2-month-old. Now, this person has been sentenced to 21 years in prison for what the judge called, quote, "an attack of monstrous evil with the worst possible consequences." Now, his 25-year-old partner received a 6-month suspended sentence for child cruelty after failing to seek medical help. Despite already harming the infant before heading to McDonald's, he carried out another vicious assault after leaving the restaurant. So this person is just horrible. Hopefully they get a lot of time in jail. The child's adoptive parents described their heartbreak, saying their child endures constant pain, life irreparably stolen by his violence. So, that's a horrible story. I'm not sure. This doesn't say where this happened at. It was put up online by a source called The Mirror, if you want to look that up. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder, a Connecticut A Connecticut man provided perhaps the most original excuse for reckless driving yet. He was in a desperate hurry to get home and see his cat. You hear that, Poopy? The guy was desperate to get home and see his cat. State police clocked the 28-year-old going down I-395 at a jaw-dropping 130 miles per hour. A trooper, presumably with the sense of duty stronger than disbelief, managed to actually catch up with the guy and pull him over. When asked why he was treating the highway like his personal racetrack, the man casually explained his feline urgency right before officers noted the distinct aroma of alcohol on his breath, along with glossy eyes and slurred speech. Officer, I have to get home to my cat. Poopy. Poopy needs me. After the adventure, he was booked and released on a $500 bond, a relatively light price for turning, again, the highway into a racetrack going 130 miles per hour. That guy should have been thrown in jail for a while. If that's not bad enough for the law and disorder today, how about this? Federal authorities at O'Hare International Airport intercepted a woman attempting to smuggle nearly $238,000 worth of cocaine hidden inside her wheelchair cushions, raising serious questions about airport security and the audacity of drug traffickers. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers flagged the wheelchair for further inspection after noticing irregularities in its cushions, leading to the discovery of nearly 30 pounds of cocaine. She was sitting on 30 pounds of cocaine worth about $240,000. The woman, arriving on a flight from a foreign destination, was immediately taken into custody. Let's go to something a little bit more lighthearted and do something that might, maybe, make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
All right, new year, new you. Start your year with confidence at Lifetime Dental Solutions. Dr. Stacy Freeze. Find them on the east side of the square in Sigourney Alley. This story makes me smile, at the very least, as the word is that Donald Trump, he's doing all these things, signing all these executive orders. In his latest bid to change something up, Donald Trump has set his sights on daylight saving time. Please make this happen. Make it happen. Calling daylight saving time inconvenient and costly. Now, 62% of Americans already support ending the twice-a-year clock change. I would love for that to happen. Trump and his allies are pushing to make this happen. Now, to get this full story, you can find it at 7:45 this morning on my Facebook when we put this story up. But fingers crossed, we get rid of daylight saving time, at least in my opinion. I hate changing clocks. I hate changing time. It's totally ridiculous. That's something to make you smile. And then let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In the duh, nothing says safe and reliable school transportation like a 72-year-old bus driver allegedly under the influence. This drunk bus driver was refusing to let children off of the bus and was acting so erratically that panicked parents called 911. Scene sounds more like the start of a true crime documentary than an after-school pickup. Police say the driver finally did stop, let the kids out, and then took off again. Officers pulled him over, arrested him on multiple charges, including reckless endangerment and operating while intoxicated with minors on board. Officials now say alcohol actually may not have been involved. The fact that they suspect another intoxicant somehow doesn't make the situation any less terrifying. So the guy was on something. Was he drinking? Was he on drugs? Was his prescriptions messed up? We don't know yet. But one would hope that not hiring drivers who might take your kids hostage is in the school's training manual for bus drivers. That guy acting very erratically. He gets the duh.
Duh.
Yeah, you get the duh on that one. Let's take a look at our forecast one last time. Garden Gate sponsoring our weather. going to be a little bit rainy later on today. A 40% chance of rain late this afternoon, going up to a 90% chance of some rain coming up tonight, and then before noon tomorrow. Going to be kind of rainy, but then clearing off, and we'll be in the 40s this weekend. Video-wise, let's take a look up at our schedule today. We'll have In Remembrance Of at 8 a.m. As always, we've got the Sigourney Public Library at 10 a.m. We've got, what else do we have today? Successful Farming, Heartland Humane Society Weekly Pet, Morgan You Asked For. We're actually going to throw in the Scene podcast. We didn't get that on yesterday. We're going to do that today. So lots of content coming your way here on Steve Shuttler Media. Once again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. If I can find their logo, I'll throw it up on the screen. There we go, Brothers Market in Sigourney. And we broadcast live from the Oski Dental Studios. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll plan on seeing you tomorrow at 7 a.m. for a Friday edition of the Morning Wake Up.